Nate. How's it going, everybody? I'm some guy named Nate. This is Nurse Love Addiction. Are you enjoying this game? I sure hope so, because we have played this a crap load, and we're almost halfway done. I honestly don't know, because we already got a couple of the Chivos for story progression, and I don't think there's many more story progression Chivos. Most of the Chivos in this game depend on what ending we get. Like some of the things like the bathing suit contest when I said Itsuki was the winner. Stuff like that is all of the Chivos, so I don't know when this game will end, but it'll end soon, so we're going to save really quick because we recorded 2 episodes. Alright, which do you think is more difficult to become? Everybody at home, the nurse, or the president? Huh? That's a pretty complicated question. Well, I don't know, I'd say a president. Now responds questioningly. I ask her without taking my eyes off the textbook. Ooh. Anything. God, visual novels make me sleepy. I hate it. I really need to wake up. Anything can be difficult if you think it is. It's all about how you perceive it. Miss Sakuya says coolly from the seat behind me. Yup, yup. I do say yup, yup all the time. Miss Itsuki says this from the seat next to Miss Sakuya. Wink. But just because you tell yourself it's easy, the reality is that doesn't make it any easier. No, it doesn't. That's a harsh reality, isn't it? Don't say unnecessary things, Itsuki. This is something that I heard later. During the hospital training we had the other day, Miss Sakuya was also informed that one of the patients she had talked to a lot during the previous training session had died as well. Concerning this, Miss Sakuya said nothing, and I asked nothing. I wonder how Miss Sakuya felt. As part of me wants to ask her, but it's not something for me to just drop into conversation. I'm sorry I get to interrupt during class. Saying as Miss Ohira enters the classroom around that time, 20 minutes of private study is about to be over. Our teacher has a stern expression on her face, and she's pissed. Miss Ohira. Miss Ohira looks towards me. No, not towards me. Miss Takeda. She calls out Miss Sakuya behind me. Yes, is something the matter? Yes, I just received word from your family. Your mother has collapsed. Really? What's up with all this tragedy going down? Like, in the past few episodes, it's been like, ha ha ha, karaoke, ha ha, grabbing boobs. And now it's like, your best friend died, your mom collapsed. Oh no. Huh? They want you to return home immediately. Oh no, the music in the background is really scary. A murmur ripples through the classroom. Eyes turn towards Miss Sakuya. Well, you shouldn't have said that so loud. I understand. I will go immediately. Itsuki, please take care of the rest. Bitch. Alright, leave it to me. Ooh. Ooh. Miss Sakuya's voice sounds calm. Miss Itsuki doesn't seem to have reacted much either. Weird. Miss Sakuya. What? It's not a big deal. Excuse me. I know it's in the middle of the class, but I have to leave. I understand. Go now. Go now. Leave. Receiving the teacher's approval, Miss Sakuya takes her bags and strides out of the classroom. How can she say it's not a big deal? All I can do is watch Miss Sakuya's back as she walks towards Miss Ohira. Princess, what should I do about them? Miss Sakuya turns around in response to Miss Itsuki's words, but instead of looking at Miss Itsuki, she gazes at me. What does she say? Meh. Then she replies to Miss Itsuki. You can tell them I'd rather they didn't respond with unnecessary concern. Gotcha! Sounds cool! And so, stop calling me that at school. Too bad. And Miss Sakuya says her usual voice. She leaves the classroom with Miss Ohira. Oh no. But murmurs still continue to fill the classroom. Alright, study time is over, the test will begin. Cries of dismay can be heard throughout the classroom. I'll tell you everything when we get back to the dorm. Sakuya won't come home today. Oh man, does that mean I get to have a hot, steamy makeout session with Itsuki? Oh man, I'm in her room. I hope so. The thing about Sakuya. Wait, the thing about Sakuya is that she was born when her parents were quite old. Oh damn. Oh, whatever. Now and I have been invited to Miss Itsuki's room. Damn. We'd gone to our rooms once we leave our stuff there, and as soon as we'd entered her room, she'd begun talking. Her tone seems to indicate a sense of concern. How old? Like 50? I heard she was around 50, so I guess She's a little before 70 now. Oh, God. Now is if our grandma was still alive. Yeah. She died at 65 during the autumn of our 5th year in elementary school, so she'd be like 74. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. She's basically the same age as her grandma. Grandma. Yeah, that's why she's starting to show symptoms of aging. This isn't the first time she's collapsed. Mizutsuki speaks in a dry voice, probably on purpose. Miss Sakuya, you must be worried. Yeah, she's crying already. Yeah. Oh, it's not that simple. Bowing down. If she was simply worried, she wouldn't leave her aging parent and enroll in a boarding school. There are plenty of nursing academies that aren't boarding schools, you know. It's true. No. Uh-oh. I love doing that. No. Things aren't going to be well between Sakuya and her parents. Well, basically, her mother is very protective of Sakuya, and Sakuya doesn't like that. I know because I tried hitting on her in the same way. She wasn't even against her becoming a nurse. Miss Sakuya's words remind me of an encounter in the stairway of her first day of school. Flashback. It was late to school due to personal family... I was late to school during personal family matters. Gotcha. So this was the thing. I thought she wouldn't tell me, even if I asked. Since she was born so late in life, maybe she dotes on her so much she can't help herself. Who knows? Even I don't know the details. And I'm her girlfriend. Miss Itsuki, you seem to only mention the one parent. Oh man, yeah. Sharp as always, little Sashi. Other one died. Yeah, our other parent died when we were small. Damn. I see. Hearing this, I can get a sense of why Miss Sakuya's mother would be so protective of her. I'm sure you understand. Yeah. Huh? Well, Sakuya said I couldn't tell you because she doesn't want you to pry on her or feel sorry for her. Oh. Try to make sure you respect her wishes. Okay. I will. I guess. Who knows? The next morning on our way to school, we ran into Miss Sakuya and Miss Itsuki. Oh yeah. There they are. Good morning. Asuka. Now. Good morning, Miss Sakuya. Why can't we say go summer or whatever? Oh yeah, it's not summer anymore. Good morning. You're already back? I came back on the first train. Itsuki's been showing me her notes from yesterday's classes. She forced me to wake up from what little sleep I got. Or get. You play games too much. I'm sure you took advantage of the fact I wasn't there to play until really, really late. I see. I'm pretty tired myself, actually. Yawn. So I can't actually yawn when I need to yawn, and then when saying the word yawn made me sleepy. I might actually yawn soon anyway. Hate it. Miss Sakuya lets out a small yawn. Meh. Partially due to what I heard yesterday, I can't stop myself from staring at Miss Sakuya and her boobs. What is it, Asuka? Miss Sakuya says nothing. Is nothing but her usual self. It must have been hard. Are you alright? Such words nearly leave my lips, but I remember Miss Itsuki's words. She doesn't want you to pry or feel sorry for her. No. So instead I end up mumbling, and then panicking slightly at how unnatural I sound. That's the first time I've seen you yawn, Miss Sakuya. I was thinking how cute you looked. Meh. Miss Sakuya's face is bright red. What a rare sight. Well done, dummy girl. Princess Sakuya's yawning face is one of her 3 major attractive features. You should see the other 2. Stop it. I wonder what the other 2 are. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'll tell you. Oh yeah, she's gonna tell you, alright. Yeah, I'm interested too. I don't have any. Stop talking about stupid things. I say. The morning is turning around to be normal, even slightly more lively than normal morning. Yes, I think to myself, this is how it should be. This is how it's supposed to be. Ooh, how it's supposed to be. And your girl in the club like posed for me. Yeah, best girl, living in the best girl world. Best girl, look at her jumping, twirl, best girl. During morning homeroom, though, there is an announcement from Miss O'Hara. Next week, the second year's capping ceremony will be held, everyone. Everyone, including your first years, will attend. You fucking better! Murmurs fill the classroom. It will be held in the auditorium. All of you will attend wearing your training uniforms. Ooh, along with it, begin the important ceremony of the second years. It is also something you will be participating in next year. Please approach it earnestly. Regarding the details. Ooh, the capping ceremony. I'd seen a picture about it in Taito Nursing Academy brochure. See what I'm talking about, everybody? Fudge. But this will be my first time actually seeing it for real. Even though we've just been observing it, the thought of it still makes me heart pound. Me heart. The nursing cap, the candlelight service. I'm so envious. This is the largest event at the nursing academy, probably bigger than even the graduation ceremony. In the dim auditorium, having your teacher place your nurse cap on you, standing in line with a single candle in your hand. Reciting the Nightingale Pledge together. Next year, I will be standing there. Oh yeah. I hope, but I'm not sure. There's a symbolic meaning behind the nurse's cap and the candlelight service. Did you know what it is, Miss Itsuki? I don't know. I don't. What is it? Next year will be your turn, so please try to remember. The white nurse's cap is a symbol of purity. Uh-oh. I've already had sex with like 50 ladies. I'm not pure at all, says Asuka. The candle of the Nightingale is held to make her rounds at night symbolizes honesty that shines its light without prejudice. Both of them stand for things that are very important in being a nurse. Oh yeah. Wow. I moved. All I had considered until now were that candles seemed pretty cool. Okay. It was written in the Taito Nursing Academy brochure. You didn't read it? No, I didn't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What else? Even if the ceremony isn't for us, as it draws closer, the more nervous I get. The capping ceremony is just that important. Oh, there's all the nurse students just chilling in a really small-ass auditorium. One of the things that you realize at the capping ceremony when you actually attend it, it's hot. Yes, the capping ceremony is hot. The auditorium doors and windows, of course, are closed, and the air conditioning has been turned off to prevent the terrible situation of the candles being blown out. The auditorium is filled with trapped, stuffy heat. Yeah. Angry face. Asuka, be quiet. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The principal is standing at the podium along with several other teachers. Miss Ohira is standing at the corner of the podium reading the names of the second years. In front of the podium stand the second year students. And behind that, we first years. Okay, so in front of us, all those people who aren't wearing nurse caps are the second years, and we're the first years. I got it. The names of the second years are called individually as they go stand up on the podium. Oh man, it says here, from my right now hands me a handkerchief. Thanks. It's pretty humid in here since the air conditioning isn't working. Yeah. I wipe my sweat with her handkerchief and then go back to watching the capping ceremony as it unfolds. Okay, one by one the second years walk up to the podium. The principal places a nurse cap on their heads. Then they take a single candle and walk up to the candle held by the statue of the Nightingale. They light their own candle and walk back to the podium to stand in a row. They walk unadorned and solemnly. Oh, shit. Oh, it's beautiful. The countless floating candles light up the podium as I hear Miss Ohira's voice reading the names. It touches me heart. I peek a glance at Miss Sakuya's profile on my left and Miss Itsuki's next to hers. Miss Itsuki's expression is relaxed. Miss Sakuya is composed and dignified. I cannot read anything from their faces as they gaze towards the podium. Yeah, they glaze towards it because they're making donuts. I turn my eyes toward the podium as well. The second year standing in a line appear solemn and show no sign of merriment. Next year, I'll be standing there as well. I try to imagine it, but cannot seem to. I cannot imagine myself in this far-off world of stars. Miss Ohira reads the last name, and silence falls in the auditorium. Then Miss Ohira's soft, solemn voice begins to flow again. What does she say? The Nightingale Pledge. What's the Nightingale Pledge, everybody? The Nightingale Pledge. We first years also received the text and an explanation from Miss Ohira. It is a pledge based on the spirit and teachings of Florence Nightingale, who is the founder of modern nursing. It's quite long, but for the capping ceremony, you have to memorize all of it by heart. The second years on the poem, recite the Nightingale Pledge in unison. Oh. What is it? What is it? Mixed within the voices of the second years, I can faintly hear the sound of Mitsutsuki's voice coming from next to Miss Sakuya. It's almost like a whisper.
I solemnly pledge before God and in the presence of this assembly.
Yeah, she knows. She already memorized it. She's ready. Mitsutsuki has memorized it. I do remember her saying that it was easy to remember.
To pass my life in purity and to practice my profession faithfully.
Oh man, Mitsukuya says nothing to stop her.
I will abstain from whatever is deleterious, and mischievous.
The second year's pledge in Mitsutsuki's voice. Boom. That's what I have to say. Oh god, guys, guess what? On the next installment of Nurse Love Addiction, we're going to finish out the capping ceremony. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next easy to memorize pledge.